The 2025 Czech World SBK is done and dusted, and boy, it's almost another hat-trick, a second hat-trick of the season for Toprak Razgatlioglu after the first one he did at Portimao. And as per tradition, 5 topics to comment about, and let's just get into it. So just as I say in the intro, it's almost a hat-trick. Almost, because in race 2, Toprak got beaten by Nico Bulega by, oh my god, by just a whisker. It was just a pure devastation at the very finish line for Toprak Razgatlioglu. But in this race too, I think we can take an educated guess that the M1000RR is a sensitive bike towards the lower temperature of the track, of the humidity, and so on and so forth. Because if you can see, we can see clearly that from the data, race 2, we got the temperature of 22 degrees Celsius for the track. The condition was dry, but it was a low temperature. Compared to race 1 with 27 degrees Celsius, it's a bit hotter. And we can see the same pattern because in race 2 at Assen a few weeks ago, the M1000 just didn't work at all. The M1000RR was just simply a tire chewing machine. It's no more than that. As in race 2, we can see that the track condition, it has a temperature of 23 degrees Celsius, almost fairly the same with race 2 at Moss that we just saw earlier. But compared it to somewhere like Cremona has a the track temperature of 43 degrees Celsius. It was just so hot. And thus it explains why why Toprak was able to kind of keep up with Nico at Cremona, but not here. He couldn't escape, despite him already taking the lead by I think it was like halfway through the race. By the second half of the race, he took the lead from Nico, but he couldn't escape. He could not escape. It was just at the very most 1 second gap that he pulled to Nico. But then near the end of the race, with like 3 laps to go, Nico was just closing in slowly but surely. That M1000RR is just so sensitive towards lower temperature on the track. Again, compare that to somewhere like Portimao where Toprak won. The temperature of the track at Portimao in race 1 was 37 degrees Celsius, and the bike worked perfectly. I mean, Toprak did a hat-trick at Portimao. In Assen, we know that in race 2, it was like a few hours after a heavy rain in the Superbike race. It was pouring down on the track. So in race 2, the temperature was still a bit lower, and thus why the M1000RR did not work at all. But again, it's just a solid ride from Toprak the weekend. Superpole, winning race 1 with the fastest lap as well. Superpole race win again. But then in race 2, it's just pure devastation. I just can't fathom how people are hating Nico Bulega and Ducati, both of these both parties. I mean, it's just so illogical and irrational for people to hate these two, because people forget that even last year, by the end of 2024, when the BMW was still a powerhouse, Nico Bulega managed to beat Toprak fair and square 3 times. Superpole race at Estoril, race 1 at Jerez, and Superpole race at Jerez. So Nico is able to beat Toprak fair and square. It's not just the bike; it's the man and machine. That's what motorsport is. It's a combination of man and machine. So even when the BMW was still so superior compared to the Ducatis last year, Nico was able to beat Toprak. So this year, when the BMW got nerfed, as some people say, and then the Ducati was being spoiled by the organizers of the race, it's still Bulega makes the difference here. Bulega makes the difference. Is there any other Ducati that can get close near these two throughout the entirety of race 1 and race 2, even Superpole race? No. These two just peeled out at the front. They just sail off at the front. These two, nobody can get close to them. Even in race 2, it's just so crazy. After just 4 laps, already like 4 seconds that these two are ahead from the rest of the field. So why do you need to really hate Nico Bulega? He's just that good, man. He's just that good. and then combine that with the power of the Ducati, it's just a perfect combination. It's a really, I got devastated seeing Toprak got beaten on the finish line. But again, that's racing, mate. That's racing. So at the start of the weekend, there is an interview for Alvaro Bautista. He got interviewed by the World SBK, the official YouTube. You can see the video on YouTube. So Alvaro was pretty much talking about his future in the racing world as a whole, not just World SBK, but in the racing world. And he wishes to continue for 2026, but it's almost he implies heavily that the decision is on Ducati's side, not him. He does have a contract for 25 and 26, but for the 26 part, it's on the Ducati side to decide whether or not they'll continue to use his service. And with Danilo Petrucci's upward trajectory, it's, again, I need to reiterate this again, but the implication here is that maybe Ducati is really considering Danilo Petrucci to step up to the factory Aruba.it Ducati team. Double Italian, it's a full Italian team, just like like Danilo got into the Ducati factory team back in 2019 in the MotoGP category. They went all full Italian. So it's not impossible, because Nicolo, we know that he got a contract for next season. But for Alvaro, yeah, seeing how he performed this season is just a really weak, especially this weekend. P5 in race 1 after got tangled with Andrea Locatelli, and then it's like a domino effect to Mikey van der Mark. Both Loca and Mikey crashed, and then Alvaro got demoted to P16, but then he climbed slowly but surely to P5. Pace wise, it's good, but in Superbike race there wasn't really much he could do. Just another P5 for Alvaro, and then a retirement in race 2 after he got torpedoed by Johnny Ray. So it's a really weak weekend for Alvaro, considering that he needs to show Ducati that he's still a capable rider of wins and podiums and consistent results, delivering consistently, not just a mere midfield rider. But yeah, I think Danilo has pretty much consolidated his place in the factory Ducati seat. Maybe not. So the Crash Prince, well, I just kind of love to call him the Crash Prince. So Sam Lowes, a crash-prone rider, even from his Moto2 days. It's been 3 weekends in a row that he produced like a solid weekend. Well, at Assen, it wasn't pretty much a clean weekend. He did crash, but he got tangled by Alvaro. He got crashed into by Alvaro in race 1 at Assen, but a pole position at Assen, and then a strong P2 at Superpole, P4 then in race 2, and then at Cremona he started a strong P2, but he did got demoted to P12 by the finish line in race 1. It's a matter of tire management, and then it was a strong 4th place in Superpole race, and then a P5 in race 2. And now at Most, he started in P9, climbed all the way back to P6, and then a strong P4 in the Superpole race, and then finished in P4. He even ran inside the podium places for the majority of the race too. So he got overtaken by Danilo just like near the end of the race. So it's a clean weekend for Sam. No crash at all, steadily improving his racecraft in the midfield. He's slowly but surely showing that he is a true, mature, reliable midfield rider. And this is the kind of Sam that we want to see, basically. We hate to see him crashing, like having this weird, silly crashes just like last year, crashing while leading at Catalunya. No, this is the Sam that we want to see. This is why Sam Lowes is a worthy rider to be here in the World SBK paddock. So in regards of Toprak Razgatlioglu moving to HRC, we know that Toprak would move there if Honda is actually able to show him some progress, some real progress that can convince both Keenan and Toprak that okay, HRC is the way to go for next season, and then for the transition to MotoGP in 2027. But so far I don't see that at all from the Honda. Well, maybe just a glimpse, I mean, Ike Lekwona, best Honda qualifying result in some time. I don't remember yeah, I genuinely don't remember when was the last time a Honda started inside the top 5 due to the Super Pole session, not the Super Pole race. So Ike placed that bike P5 on the grid for the start in race 1 and in the Super Pole race, but then it was a P7, P6 and a P7 for Ike. So despite starting from P5, he couldn't really get close to the podium position or even stay inside the top 5. So I think he brought the most of the bike, squeezing every bit of performance that the bike has to offer. And yeah, I think Honda need to improve to match Ike's talent, and in the broader term to match Toprak's talent if he really does move to HRC for next season. But yeah, I guess that's it that I can talk about for today. The Autodromos never fails to amaze me. I don't necessarily know for someone else, but for me, the Autodromos is just a beautiful track, fast flowing. It's just so good to watch, and it never failed to disappoint me. It's been like what, 5 races already, 5 weekends now since 2021 that Czech Republic held a World Superbike race, and I hope they will continue for the years to come. So make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Like if you did, dislike if you didn't, subscribe for more, and until we meet again.